Hey, I got a 61 Willie Mays uniform. I got his jersey with the matching pants underneath.
You're bringing me in something here that's amazing. The home runs this guy could have hit in this uniform, the bases he stole, game-winning catches, all kinds of stuff.
Which I'm sure he did in this uniform. I came to the pawn shop today to sell my Willie Mays uniform. I'd like to sell it today because I'd like to just cash in on it. I've had it sit in the closet, so it's time for it to go.
It's pretty amazing. Where'd you come across this?
It's a family heirloom. My uncle acquired it in the late 60s, and when he passed away, my aunt just kept good care of it, and about 2.5 years ago, she was nice enough to give it to me.
This is amazing, man. I mean, there's very few guys in the world that can compare to him in that sport. 660 home runs, batting average of .302, definitely in the top 10 of baseball players of all time.
If you open up the pants, it gives all of his details.
Willie Mays is one of the legends. I mean, he's right up there with Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, and Joe DiMaggio. And uniforms are pretty much the holy grail for sports collectors. A game-worn Willie Mays uniform, you're talking huge money.
You bring in one of the best baseball players of all time's actual uniform.
Correct.
Do you have any paperwork or anything with you, or?
No, I don't.
Okay.
This doesn't look game-worn. Willie Mays was a badass. He was sliding around in the dirt and the grass. I imagine there would be a bunch of stains on it.
Back in the day, players would only get a couple uniforms a season, so finding one in such great condition definitely makes me nervous. If it's real, we're talking something worthy of the Hall of Fame.
I mean, the jersey feels authentic. I have no way of telling for sure that it's real.
I'm very confident it's real. I mean, the way my family cherished it, and the way my uncle was a sports collector. And
just because it was in your family doesn't make it real.
What'd you want to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
Give me an idea of what you want for it.
I think around $45,000 would be a fair offering.
I'm gonna need a little bit of proof before I shell out that kind of money. Let me have someone come down here and check it out. I've got to check for authenticity, game worn. There's a million little things that can make this worth money.
Sure. I'll wait and see.
Be right back. I'm gonna make a phone call.
Thank you. There's no doubt in my mind when the expert comes in to look at it, he's gonna be blown away with the condition and the authenticity of this uniform.
Chum, Corey,
Hi, buddy.
what do we got?
Check it out. It's a Willie Mays uniform.
What, that's all? I thought you had something good for me. Guys call me down to the pawn shop anytime a piece of sports memorabilia comes in that they have some questions about. In 150 years of baseball, probably best all-around player ever in the game. Mays played 22 seasons, mostly with the Giants, and he established himself by hitting 660 home runs, which is still fourth all-time just behind Babe Ruth. Mays has gone down as one of the best players the game's ever seen. Between his speed, his power, his defense, he just did things on the field unlike others at the time. What concerns did you have with it?
How do we prove that it was actually game worn? It was Willie Mays's.
Well, these are extremely rare to find. Nobody thought to keep jerseys from back then, so the ones we do find typically are beat to hell or eaten up by moths. The most important thing when analyzing jerseys from this era is going to be the tags and any kind of markings on the jersey. Willie Mays 61 were stitched in black. Now, Spalding is a company that the Giants contracted, and seeing this is consistent with a lot of Spalding jerseys from this time period. Right here in the waist, what we can see is we have Willie Mays, 24, which is his jersey number, and 33, which is his waist, 26 inseam, which all of these would have been the size and the equipment number for him at that time. One thing I'm just not seeing is any damage to it. This thing appears to be in immaculate condition, especially for its age, which leads me to believe that it's game issued versus game used.
Isn't it conceivable that, Willie didn't slide during 1 or 2 games?
That's all very possible. But to truly identify it as a game-used jersey, we would need to see a lot more evidence of wear on it. Now, although we can't prove that this is actually a game-worn jersey, this is 100% authentic jersey that Willie Mays was issued.
Great, good to hear.
This is absolutely extraordinary. This is one hell of a find. I would value this anywhere from 35 to 40 grand.
Willie, huh? Good news.
Well, Jeremy, thanks for coming in, man.
You got it, Corey. Later, chum.
All right, see you later.
How much are you looking to get out of it?
I'd like to get $45,000.
And I'd like to be able to make some money. I'm not gonna go anywhere near that. I'll give you 20 grand for it.
No, I can't. Did you do 40?
I've got to make some money on it, man. I really do. I'll go about 22,000.
This is so rare, I think we should be able to do better than that. Can you do, like 37?
Go 25,000. I'm not going any higher.
You do 35?
Nope.
I'm sorry, I don't think I'll be able to do that.
30 grand. That's the best I can do.
Can you meet me at 33?
$31,000. Call it a day.
Sounds good.
All right. Chum, take care of him.
All right.
Well, mixed emotions. There was the sentimental attachment, but I think my uncle would be impressed at the price that it actually achieved. I think he'd be very proud of it.
What do we got?
I've got a triple autograph photo of 3 of the greatest baseball players to play. We got Killebrew, Mays, and Mantle.
Mays played for the Giants, Mantle for New York, Killebrew for the Twins.
You got all that just by that photo, huh?
I came down to the pawn shop today to see if I could sell my Mickey Mantle, Willie Mays, and Herman Killebrew photo, signed by all 3 of them. To get a little extra money to go out tonight and hit the strip, I'm looking to get $500 for my photo. Feel like I'm a pretty good negotiator. I think I can get this done.
So where did you get this thing?
I'm a collector, and I picked this up from a gentleman who needed some money back in the day.
I mean, they're definitely 3 of the greatest players in baseball. This is the picture to have. These are all big guys. Willie Mays started when there was very few black players in the major leagues. Mickey Mantle, I mean, God, he went to 7 World Series.
Sure.
I mean, at one point, Killebrew was like second to Babe Ruth in career home runs.
Baseball has been popular since the 1800s, but it's the star players that made it as popular as it is today. Guys like Willie Mays, Harmon Killebrew, Mickey Mantle, they had a huge impact on the game.
Where was the picture taken?
To me, it looks like it was from an all-star game.
Yeah, but it definitely wasn't signed in an All-Star game.
No, absolutely not. It was TriStar witnessed signed. They won't put their hologram on it if they didn't witness the autograph being signed.
Quite frankly, I don't think anyone's gonna fake a Mickey Mantle, a Mays, or a Killebrew. They're not super expensive autographs because the guys had very long baseball careers and very long signing careers. Baseball memorabilia is so popular, if you're a really good player, you could have almost a whole second career signing autographs. During the 1980s, Mickey Mantle could get like $5 grand an hour signing balls at a convention. So what did you want to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
Okay, and how much did you want for it?
Well, I'd like to get it $500. I think that's more than fair.
You know, I'll give you 200 bucks for it. I mean, it's a tough sell.
You're not going to be able to get these guys anywhere. The key is catching them on a 3. How about 375?
How about 250?
Can you budget to 300? Let's split it.
All right, 275.
How about 295?
275.
All right, you got a deal.
All right, so where are we at?
275. Go right
All
above.
right, let's go do some paperwork.
285.
275.
Tried to do my best. I got less than I wanted, but I'm all right with it.